girl last Saturday of the month and of this group. We are driving home from Woodlock right now as we speak. I'm not driving, my husband is. You can see Brooke is sleeping in the background, both the kids are sleeping, so I'm not going to talk too loud. But yeah, today I wanted to talk to you today about, staying motivated when things are booming, and then also when things are slower. That it's actually, that's the most important time to really stay motivated with your business. And along the way, like each color status, comes with its own accomplishments and its own challenges. And I remember when I, just think back about my own personal journey, the first, couple people that I brought on, one was a close friend from, back in 6th grade. Another one was a coworker, and another girl was somebody I'd never met. So with that cross section of people, I felt like, all right, well, if I could get one of my friends from my inner circle to see the opportunity and to be excited about it, like I knew she always wanted to have her own business, I was like, all right, well then I could get other people in my inner circle to hop on board and see how it could benefit them. Then when I had my coworker who came to me and was like, tell me about this business, I said, all right, well, that's cool too. There's plenty of women that I work with, I'm a teacher, that this opportunity would benefit them. A lot of the teachers that I work with were always saying, oh, this job is exhausting, it's crazy. Well, hey, guess what, ladies, I have an opportunity for you. So I felt like that was good. Then when I had the other girl who I had never met before, and she happened to come by my house to get a mascara. I met her in one of the mom groups, and then I felt like, all right, well, if I could build a relationship with somebody I'd never met before in the 10 minutes that she was at my house, then I can sponsor people, these strangers. We have that stranger danger fear from the time, I guess, we're growing up, that once I accomplished that, I felt like, all right, cool, I could do this. And then I hit a little bit of a roadblock after I sponsored those 3. And I was thinking oh my goodness, well, that can't be a wrap, I could do this, I'm not quitting. But I was like, oh, this is, I thought that more people in my inner circle would have hopped on board. And I was kind of like, all right, I'm going to have to work harder and, stay connected with my upline, with Victoria and with Melissa. So I did hit pink that second month. And then the next month, after having a 4 or 5 week dry spell of sponsoring, I met another girl in an online party. I reconnected with somebody else from college, and one of my other former coworkers from my old school. So I was like, all right, new batch of 3. And that batch of 3 gave me momentum, and we're always talking about momentum. So in that month, we were duplicating the process of run a launch, book beauty bashes, and sponsor. So they ran a bunch of successful parties, as did I, and that month I was able to hit blue. Now the next month came, and now the people who originally, in that little group of people when I was going for pink, the girl who I had met, from Facebook who came over, she fell off. She hit yellow in 3 weeks, and then she just, said, oh, I'm so busy with life, and she fell off. So I was kind of like, all right, I thought that girl was going to go green, So those little things, it's temporary setbacks. But then I was like, all right, let me focus on, the new girls coming on. So that's what I did. My ears are popping in the mountains. So I was like, all right, let me focus on these new girls. So that month, was great. The following month, I was like, wow, I could make a run for green. So this was now coming into March. Oh, my ears are killing me, sorry. This was coming into March. So now I was like, all right, you know what? Let me make a run for green. And I brought on, I think, 3 new people in March. And again, it was one coworker, one new person I met at the doctor's office, and another Facebook friend, acquaintance person that I brought on. So now this month, my newer people were working. Some of the older ones weren't working as much. So now it was all right, it was playing catch up with myself. I'm like, okay, I got to bring on people to maintain, and then I'm going to need to bring on more and make sure they're bringing on more and working on their goals, of hitting yellow and pink, to get that momentum going. So it was every month, it's you have to, just to maintain your rank, you have to be bringing people on. So that month, I got to 77% to green in my 3rd month. Melissa reached out to me and was like, girl, let's go, let's do this, let's make a run for green. And it was a couple days left. It was my daughter's birthday, and I was honestly, I'm up to my elbows in buttercream, literally. I'm having family over, and I quit on myself. I threw in the rag that month, and I never let myself live that down. I told myself I would never do that again to my, like, I gave up. So the next month, and in my head, I was kind of cocky that month, and I'm like, whatever, you know, yeah, I quit on myself, I'll just get it next month. Guess what? April comes. I bring on 3 more people. Other people that were selling $1,000, $1,500 were selling maybe $200. You know, I was kind of like, oh my, all right. So I was like, I thought I had it in the bag in April. Guess what? Didn't hit it. May comes around. May was the month when I did hit green. So May, I was like, I got to do something like different to, like, you know, get this job done. So that's when I decided to do a home party. Never did one before. I didn't have Victoria there to help me. She was in Florida. I'm in New York, obviously. So I was like, I don't, whatever, I'm just going to do it. And then some of the ladies that came over, actually, I met through my daughter, through her, through pre-K. So I, in my head, was saying like, oh, I don't really know them. What if they, like, don't like my house? What if this? What if that? Like, these stupid negative thoughts were coming into my head, and then I just told myself, get over yourself, like, just do it. And like, what could really be that bad? So they came over, and my goal, I really was focusing on sales because I wanted to hit green. So meanwhile, as I'm there, like, you know, I'm start talking about the kids, start talking about the opportunity, how, you know, share my why, you know, just because that's like what I love to do, how, you know, I love telling people about the opportunity. So they all ended up hopping on board. So it was like 5 new people. This was on May 1st, was this home party. So now I had that whole month to really work with them. And I started doing home parties for them. So the kids, we had the kids with us. The kids were doing like backflips. It was like insane. And we still did like a $1,000 party for some of the girls. And that's really what propelled me to green. Then the next month, I didn't re-hit green, and that was kind of like devastating too, because I was like, oh my goodness, like I was exhausted from that run for green. Like I didn't watch TV, nothing. Like I would just go to work, do my schoolwork, work my business till like midnight, go to, you know, sleep, repeat. So I was exhausted in June, didn't re-hit it. July comes, and again, each month I was still bringing on new people. I was, you know, working with my team of like the book sale sponsor, and as the team continued to grow, but I was not re-hitting green. So I hit it in May, not June, not July, not August. Okay, so September was when I re-hit green for that second time. So now I was like, all right, you know, I could do this. And the thing too is that even honestly hitting blue was a big milestone in my mind and for this business, because I figured if I could hit blue, you know, that's substantial. Then I could teach other people to hit blue, and I could teach people to hit pink, and then I'll hit green. So now in September, I kind of got back in the groove, and then I started to, you know, consistently hit green after that point forward. But every month, it's still hustle. It's not like I could just sit back and say, oh, I'm chilling, I'm going to just re-hit green. I don't want to stay green forever. I want to continue to grow and build my business, and no matter what level you're at, you're going to have to continue to do that. So even when these setbacks come and you get those negative thoughts like, oh my goodness, like, am I going to be able to do this? You have to keep pushing, and you have to work harder. And if you're not getting different results with the same actions, then you have to change something. And I think I like learned that the hard way. And even people on your team, some of them are going to quit, and you just let them go, because you can't work somebody's business for them harder than they're going to work for them. And that was something else that was a lesson I had to learn along the way too, where I was so super involved in, you know, everyone else's business and their downline. And yes, of course, I'm a hands-on leader. I will work with anybody who wants my help. I will be there. I will do a home party 6-7 generations down. Like, that's my style. But at the same time, then I was not working my own business as enough as I should. I'm like, wow, you know, I'm a presenter too. I need to book parties. I need to sponsor. I need to sell. And I was so, you know, concerned with what everybody else is doing that I had to like take almost a step back mentally and be like, wow, okay, I have to do that, but I also have to balance what I'm doing for my own business. And that was like a shift, you know, and a lesson that I had to learn along the way. So I just kind of, I don't want to go too long, over 10 minutes, but I just wanted you ladies to, you know, just kind of see the importance of staying motivated, staying connected with your upline, connected in the team pages. You know, don't let it get overwhelming. You know, I know it tends to be like a lot of notifications and a lot of stuff going on. But, you know, I fit it in when I'm on the treadmill, washing dishes, folding laundry. You know, I work it into the daily schedule, just like I'm making a video right now as we're driving. So I hope you ladies have a great day. You can do this. I seriously believe in each and every one of you. I believe in this opportunity, and feel free to shoot me a message if you have any questions, and have a good one. Bye.